Hi, I'm Kaylee from Kanvas Medical Group. Today I'm going to be doing a treatment with a very hard filler. This particular brand I'm using is Regenevue, and this is their Sub-Q range. This is going to hold structure in the cheeks, chin and jaw, and hold its structure in terms of mimicking the bone. So if you want to have that chiseled chin, chiseled cheeks and jawline, then this is the product to use. So in this area, I'm going to pop some filler, and that's going to have this effect. Do you see how it's pulled back on the jowl slightly? Yeah. And just what you did there with your jaw by sticking it forward slightly, that's exactly what we're going to do with the chin. So we're going to bring it forward with the filler, then we're going to fill some in here so that we're almost incorporating the jowl into your jawline. So we're not getting rid of it, we're just taking the focus away from it. Yeah. So filler in here, into the chin, a little bit of intradermal in here as well to lift that section. We're going to get rid of those marionettes, bring the chin forward, and then create that nice sharp line so you can't see your jowls anymore. Yeah? Sound good?
Thank you.
Amazing. Good. So this is just so that I'm definitely targeting the zygoma rather than letting the filler sit underneath it and sink into the lower face, causing the cheeks to overswell. I'm also going to check from behind here whether I've got any asymmetry, whether those lines are exactly in the same place as each other, so that I can mark out exactly where I'm going to fill in. And we're actually trying to increase the projection of the corner of the zygoma here to give more of a lift on the jowl. So we're probably only going to do one injection here. I'm going to mark that in the right place. And the area that's going to target the jowl is point B. So I'm going to pop a bolus in here. Same on the other side. 30 with it. So I'm just going to push you to one side for a second. That's perfect. So we're going in at 90 degrees here. The tip of the needle needs to touch the bone so that it's definitely sitting where it needs to create that boost. I'm going to take away the white marking because I don't want to take any of that under the skin. I'm going to stretch the skin. Sharp scratch, Miriam. Making sure that it's firmly planted on the bone. I'm going to aspirate. And you want to aspirate slightly longer for deeper injections than you would for your lips or any other intradermal. Perfect. And now I'm going to push 0.3 of a mil. You doing okay, Miriam? Good stuff. Well done.
Yeah, good.
I'm feeling for the bone. Again, stretch the skin. And at 90 degrees, I want to hit the bone. Sharp scratch. And I'm firmly planted there. I'm going to aspirate. To the lower face, and I'm going to push 0.3 of a mil. Lovely, well done. Get the best out of it by elongating first. So starting in the chin, I'm going to take away my marking, but leaving those top markings in. And the reason those are in is so that I can get a very dead central injection point. I can also fill in either side if I'm wanting to get a full projection rather than stretch, sharp scratch. Doing okay? And aspirate. And you want to support from underneath and pinch on top. And I'm going to push. 0.3 to start with. So I'm going to feel for the corner of the bone to make sure that the injection point is going to hit that bone and not go past it or miss it. I'm going in at 90 degrees, so sharp scratch again, Miriam. And I'm planting that on the bone again. Good aspiration. And you want to support that filler underneath the jaw and behind if you can to stop it dropping. And I'm pushing 0.2 of a mil here. 2 degrees, the sharp scratch, my lovely. Well done. Now here we do have some arteries that run up the face, so we want to make sure that we aspirate for a good amount of time. Yep, that's fine. And I'm going to push again, 0.2 of a mil here. Well done, well done. The line of the marionette with this angle so that I know where the cannula is going to go in, and I'm going to make a small incision down here just to allow the cannula to feed through. So sharp scratch, my lovely. Well done, you did really well with that one. Give it a little wiggle. And then I just squeeze that so that I can see where my last entry point is, so I can go and get a cannula. Okay, so same again then, Miriam, just tilt your chin up for me, amazing. And I'm just going to feed that into the injection point and create a channel quite superficially in the skin. Oh. Lovely, well done. And I'm going to leave my line of filler. And then I'm just